graduated from Flint Ridge Preparatory School in La Cañada just last year. And I wrote a letter to the gap year students, and I also brought my mom so that the parents here can talk to my mom to see what she went through and how she said yes. Okay. So I was taught an African proverb, and it goes a little something like this. Tell me a fact, and I'll listen. Tell me a truth, and I will hear. But tell me a story, and it will live in my heart forever. And so, I'm going to try to do the microphone and the note cards, but I'm going to tell you a fact. Okay. People do not regret taking gap years. People regret not choosing to take a gap year. And in my personal experience, choosing to take a gap year for me was the best decision I have made to date in my life. And now my classmates, a majority of my classmates, if not all of them, who are now currently enrolled first semester, say they wish they could have taken one or wonder why they didn't think to consider a gap year as a viable option. Those are just the facts. Okay, so now I'm going to share some truths. Oh my gosh, my boots are shaking. Okay. Truth number one. It's not for everybody. It's for those who want to shift their journey of ambition into a journey of ambitious meaning. I went from having a desire to avoid gaining the freshman 15 to running America's finest half marathon on August 18th for my 18th birthday. This is coming from a girl who previously only ran the 1 mile in gym class. So avoiding the freshman 15 equals ambition, and running America's finest half marathon on her 18th birthday equals ambitious meaning. Okay. Truth number two. Okay. To be honest, my formal education prepared me for excellence in academics and high performance in whatever I choose to do. But my time there felt like I was running a sprint 24/7. A lot of you can relate to the midnight cramming, sleepless nights, and everything that comes with TCP, the college process. Okay. On top of extracurriculars and family and other commitments. It can become exhausting. It can also lead you to believe you're covering a lot of ground because you're working so hard. And that's not necessarily the case. I've found, as Jason said, that from time to time we think stepping outside our comfort zone is the same thing as living in our stretch zone. Here's what I mean, an example. High school Spanish. I remember when I thought speaking in the Spanish classroom was stepping outside of my comfort zone. I was so focused on getting all the assignments done and delivering the perfectly grammatical correct answer, I never thought to ask if I just wanted to pass the class or have Spanish live with me forever. To be honest, I felt like I only had time to focus on getting a 4 on the AP. Flash forward to my first gap year semester where I spent 3 months immersed in Costa Rica. That was not stepping outside of my comfort zone, folks. That was living in my stretch zone. So I studied natural medicine in Spanish with an indigenous leader. I tutored kids and volunteered and served food in Spanish. I gave directions in Spanish. These were just some of the things I would never have imagined myself doing just a couple months ago. I was actually considering not continuing Spanish because sometimes APs can kind of make you feel like that. But now I can say I'm fluent. From the outside looking in, I'd say I'm probably 90% of the way fluent, and I have 3 families to visit because they consider me their daughter. And I'm now learning French. Okay. Truth number 2, bonus. A gap year allows you to earn some identity capital that you have never imagined. Just look at all of these world-class opportunities. And as you browse your possibilities, remember this season is all about empowering you. So I've shared a fact and some truths, and now I'm going to end with a quick story. Who here has read of The Alchemist? Anybody? Raise your hands. Oh, I like this. So I'm going to share a scene from The Alchemist where a king gives a boy a bowl with oil to carry to the top of a tower. So this boy receives instructions from the king that he is not to spill one drop. The boy climbs up 1 flight, 2 flights, 30 flights, all while looking at the bowl and whispering to himself, "Don't spill, don't spill." He finally gets to the top. He didn't spill a drop, and he places it carefully on the table and awaits the king's response. The king says, "Good job, you didn't spill a drop. But what did you see?" The boy said silence. The king says, "Did you look up to see the crystal chandeliers or look out the window and witness the view? Did you feel the Persian rug and its beauty? Did you see anything at all?" So to close this off, I would like to ask for you to think of this question. Will this choice matter in 10 years? For me, it will. Why? Well, because a gap year taught me how to live without fear. It teaches me to learn and live on purpose with passion. Think of it this way. My high school self would ask, how am I going to get it all done today? My gap year self would ask, how much can I do today to become the person I want to be? A gap year is an approach to life, and for that I am extremely grateful. P.S. You're also one of the coolest people at the dinner table. Thank you so much.